Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our post-match press conference following our game against Bengaluru FC. With me is head coach Des Buckingham. Floor's open. Please introduce yourself and ask your questions.
Hi, coach. Starting from game now. Starting from game now. Thoughts on the game? Harsh defeat after the end of a very successful season.
Yeah, I think we're obviously delighted with the game against Goa and the 18 games that we've played and the way we've gone about what we've done. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to continue that tonight, but congratulations firstly to Bengaluru. They had a couple of chances and took their chances. I've come away at an important time for them with the 3 points. And we need to, again, it's a good lesson for us. We need to be at the top of our game in every game to make sure that we put ourselves in a position to win the game. So, overall, a mixed bag of emotions, but one of immense proudness of what we've done so far this season. And yes, it's unfortunate that we haven't come here and got points tonight, whether it's a draw or a win. But put it in the context of our last league loss was March 2022, so 11 months ago. I think when you put it in that context, as disappointing as it was not to get the win, we'll do everything we can now to get ourselves right and ready to go against East Bengal.
Obviously, we heard that Ben Stewart's come up with an eagle before the start of the game. How is he feeling ahead of the playoffs?
Yeah, kind of started off what turned out to be a bad evening, didn't it? He went out for the warm-up, and before you walk onto the pitch, there's like a gutter that's covered over with some astroturf and a railing on the athletics track. So he's tripped on that and slightly rolled his ankle. So he wasn't right to start the game then. So that happened right at the start of the warm-up. So we made the change with Alberto. So a little bit of disruption, but again, not enough for us to change what we do and how we do it. But hopefully he'll be okay for East Bengal.
Coach Philip from Seoul. You were going for the unbeaten record and you saw the team you could have played. Now that is out of the question, will you give the French players a chance in the next match or give the first team a bit of a rest for the playoffs?
I've said all along that I've never looked at it, and our group haven't looked at it as being trying to stay unbeaten. I think what we've done is a wonderful thing. The records that we've broken all the way through and continue to break are fantastic achievements when we will look back on them. The last game against East Bengal, players will play that deserve to play. My job is to put out the strongest team I can to try and get performances firstly for this club, and secondly, hopefully then those performances turn into results. And we've got 18 games worth of an example of that. So we'll see how they play or pull up. That will be our third game in 9 days. So whatever we feel the best players that will be able to perform will play.
How would you sum up your unbeaten run so far? Until today, what were your thoughts and it's a fantastic achievement, to go almost unbeaten. How would you sum up what your team has done and how close you were to the perfect season?
Yeah, it's again when we get time to reflect on it. I think it's obviously disappointing around now, but when you look back over 18 games and you look back through the Dragon Cup and you add that to the Champions League, what this club have done and what we've done in the last 12 months, let alone this season, has been very special. And it's now important that when you do get a slight hit like we have tonight, that you react. We're champions now with the league shield, and champions react, and that's what I'm expecting. I think we'll certainly get firstly East Bengal, and then we'll have some rest and some recuperation to get us ready for the semi-final.
Hi coach, obviously this is a result that you're not used to over the course of the season, but does that impact the team's mindset going to the semi-final in any way? Does it impact your preparation in any way?
It doesn't affect mine, and we'll continue to push and drive and drive this group of players to do what we've shown we can do all year. You don't want to lose a game, of course, but that feeling of losing, I don't think sometimes is a bad thing, just to reset and go again. But you need to deserve to win the game as well. We didn't create our usual free-flowing football this evening. We didn't create enough chances to convert those into enough goals to win the game like we did against Goa. So if we don't perform, and I've said this all along, any team in this league is capable of beating another. And we, for me, in 18 games have performed very well, either at the start or to finish. And that's something that, in terms of a lesson for us, it's not a bad lesson for us going into firstly the next game, and then some lessons and experience going into the finals. Okay.
Based on the performance today, where do you think tactically we are going?
I'll need to watch the game back. I think we could have taken more advantage of the space that they give us in certain areas. I think we needed to be a bit quicker in moving the ball to exploit space, because as soon as they got organised and set up, we have the players that can play through a deep block, and a congested deep block at that, with 5 at the back and then 3 pretty much sitting in front of them. But you give teams time to organise and set up, it becomes more difficult. So there's a couple of areas which I won't go into now. I'll watch the game back and get the review, and we'll make sure, should we come up against that again, firstly we perform a little bit better to hopefully get the result, but secondly we've got different ways of making sure we beat that.
All right, thank you, gentlemen, for your time.
Thank you.